Hi, I'm Ron DeParmesan and you're watching News Cats. Bloody spaffling hell, my friends. Senator John Fetterman has gone completely bonkers since his 2022 stroke. And meow, he's not just a danger to himself, but a proper hazard to everyone around him. According to a trumpeting letter from his former Chief of Staff Adam Jentleson to neuropsychiatrist Dr. Williamson at Walter Reed. Fetterman's exhibiting conspiratorial thinking and megalomania, like claiming he's the most knowledgeable person on Israel and Gaza despite never reading memos or attending briefings. This 6'8" plonker refuses to take his flimmin' meds and is speeding down Interstate 70, texting, FaceTiming and reading news articles while driving like some absolute knobgoblin. The spiffling audacity. On Sunday morning, June 9th, 2024, around 7:45 a.m, this muppet fell asleep at the wheel, causing an accident that left his poor wife with pulmonary contusions and spinal fractures. Jentleson literally warned Dr. Williamson a month earlier, writing, "I think John is on a bad trajectory and I'm really worried about him, and if things don't improve, Fetterman won't be with us for much longer." This isn't just codswalloping speculation. He nearly got splattered by a car walking into traffic and had a proper Barney with an airline pilot about wearing his seatbelt. If this story has your whiskers twitching with outrage like mine, make sure you pounce on that subscribe button, my friends, because this cattywampus nonsense needs to be exposed. What happens to your brain after a stroke is proper terrifying, innit? Blood flow gets cut off, brain cells die without oxygen, and suddenly you're struggling with basic functions. In Fetterman's case, his auditory processing is so knackered he needs real-time transcription tech just to have a conversation. After his stroke, this blithering senator spent 6 weeks at Walter Reed in early 2023 being treated for clinical depression, but Meow Jentleson writes, "We do not know if he is taking his meds and his behaviour frequently suggests he is not," adding, "He does not see his doctors. I am not sure when he last saw a cardiologist. The man's medical neglect is fishier than my dinner preferences, and I bloody love fish." The political dimensions are absolute codswallop too. This Democratic senator from Pennsylvania, a crucial swing state that holds 19 electoral votes and typically decides presidential elections, has started supporting Trump policies. Can you believe this wankering turn? A former progressive suddenly chummy with our idiot-in-chief's agenda. His staffers report he's developed black and white thinking, especially on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, even claiming he's never met an Arab who condemned Hamas, despite meeting notes proving otherwise. Jentleson describes high highs and low lows and long, rambling, repetitive and self-centered monologues that are alienating his entire staff. His lying is painfully, awkwardly obvious to everyone in the room, about as subtle as a cat in a dog show, which is proper unsettling, let me tell you. What's utterly mental is there's no clear mechanism to remove a senator who's gone completely doolally. The Constitution doesn't have a "your brains turn to mashed potatoes" clause. While normal blokes would have their license snatched faster than I can pounce on a laser dot, this fluffering senator is still zooming about Pennsylvania, putting innocent lives at risk. Dr. Williamson is in a proper pickle. How do you treat someone who dodges appointments like I dodge baths? Fetterman publicly denies these claims, calling them the whinging of disgruntled staff. But the evidence is piling up, like knocked over knickknacks on a shelf. This whole farrago raises gobsmacking questions about whether someone this cognitively compromised should be making decisions affecting millions of Americans. The consequences stretch far beyond Pennsylvania's borders, innit? With America's democracy hanging by a whisker under Trump's reign, and President Musk implementing Project 2025, having a compromised senator making crucial decisions is about as reassuring as a cucumber behind a cat. If his judgment is this knackered, how can he possibly vote on matters of national security? The situation shows how vulnerable our system is when leaders go balmy exactly what Putin and his axis of evil want. It's particularly frightening that Fetterman's decline coincides with his shift toward Trump-aligned positions. Is his damaged brain making him more susceptible to authoritarian influence? The whole catastrophe is messier than my litter box after a tuna feast. This senator isn't just endangering himself and his wife, he's endangering American democracy with every reckless turn he takes. We'll return shortly with more updates. I'm Ron DeParmesan, and this has been another Newscat special report. Remember, if you see a Nazi, punch them right in their blimmin' face.